In 1953, Brian Haskins' War of the Worlds was fought out on the big screen. The movie made alone in the US its $2 million budget back. The worldwide numbers are not available. Most of the sources describe it as a success with audiences and critics. It is the quintessential alien invasion movie. It is based on the sixth novel by H.G.Wells, The War of the Worlds from 1898, beautifully illustrated in the same named 1955 Classics Illustrated issue 124, 1977 Marvel Classics issue 14, 2005 Dark Horse Comics. 2006 Saddleback's Illustrated Classics, and 2018 Inside Comics. It consists of two parts, The Coming of the Martians and Earth Among the Martians. In this seminal work for science fiction literature, Martians and three-legged fighting machines, tripods, attack the United Kingdom in order to conquer the resource and water-rich Earth. The Earth military is hopelessly outnumbered and cannot prevent the destruction of the cities. Only Earth bacteria can defeat the Martians because of their crappy immune system. I assume they had quite obviously no gay slave masks on board. A bacteria is theoretically much bigger than a virus. The small size is one of the reasons nobody has ever seen one. Even if paid professional frauds and uneducated stupid fucks with microphone claim the opposite, have probably shake hands, tentacles too often and constantly ignored the minimum distance to sanity of 6 feet plus eggs, depends on which actual mini-fascist abuses his position on this day. Wells' story was conceived as a satire on the colonial policy of the empire and reversed the roles of the conquerors and victims, to the disadvantage of the British. The plot coincides only in a few scenes with the movie, which relocates it from Victorian England to the US of the 1950s. While the married protagonist in the book remains nameless, he brings his wife in time to a relative in another village and describes the events 6 years later analytically in retrospect, like in The Time Machine. In the movie, it is an attractive scientist who, in addition to researching of a biological weapon against the invaders, he has also to take care of a pretty but useless woman, who in typical 50s manner is only good in cooking breakfast and being a damsel in distress.
The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, he said. The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, but still they come. Yes, the chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, he said. Chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, but still they come.
The novel also recounts the experiences of his brother as he makes his way out of London with two rescued strange women, mother and daughter, while the narrator himself is on the run from the ray guns and deadly gas of the aliens who apparently feed on the blood of their victims. So vampires from outer space? At one point he has to hide with a curator, aka kind of priest, for days in a cellar. This guy drives him due to his irresponsible behavior crazy and he kills him. The characteristic tripods of the Martians were, for budgetary reasons, replaced with flying machines, protected by invisible shields, also absent in the book. There were also many War of the Worlds comics that were inspired by the original. Varying the story, retelling it, or just using elements, such as the tripods. Like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen Volume 2 in the El Moose Special V as in Vendetta. The quite entertaining 3-part pilot Secret Origins of the 2001 Justice League animated series also contains some elements of H.G.Wells' novel. In 1938, War of the Worlds appears on radio. The book was staged by Orson Welles as a radio play in form of a fiction report which the American radio station CBS broadcast on the evening before Halloween.
Present Orson Welles and the Mercury Theatre on the air in The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells.
For this purpose, the place of action was moved from England to the US. There is a legend that it caused some irritation among listeners, who supposedly thought the radio broadcast was authentic. About it, there was the 1957 broadcast documentary The Night America Trembled, which recreates the events. The same is true
Jump on a spaceship.
for the 1975 television movie The Night That Panicked America.
Jump on the spaceship.
Sitting on top of the world, watching the stars go by.
It was also the template for The Simpsons' Treehouse of Horror 17th segment, The Day the Earth Looked Stupid, in 2006.
So get high, get high, get high, get high. So get high, get high, get high, get high. Sitting on top of the world, watching the stars go by. I got my head in a dream, got my head in the cloud. I can fly.
A strange object from space descends on a small California town. Initially thought to be a meteorite, it soon turns out to be a vanguard of an alien invasion already in full swing, with more such meteors set to strike Earth. Scientist Dr. Forrester, who narrowly escaped the deadly rays, is working at full speed to find a solution to the problem. Systematically, all inhabited areas of the Earth are destroyed by the deadly battleships.
Better move, check out the baseline groove. Take control of your body, soul. Let the rhythm just take control. Once the beat drops, it explode. Technologic overload. Take the music around the globe. Take control of your body, soul. Let's go.
Jump on the spaceship. Take off. Jump on the spaceship. Go on. Jump on the spaceship.
The classic Mars invasion movie is still convincing today with its lavish sets and fantastic effects.
Sitting on top of the world, watching the stars go by. I got my head in a dream, got my head in the cloud. I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. So get high.
However, there are clear religious allusions that do not appear in the novel. H.G.Wells himself was a critic of religion and an atheist.
Get high, get high. Sitting on top of the world. Got my head in the cloud. I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. Yeah, so get high, come on, get high, come on, get high, get high. So get high, get high, get high, get high.
1978, Jeff Wayne's brilliant concept album War of the Worlds was released. Richard Burton voices the main role of the journalist who leads through the story as a narrator and tells the plot. The extremely successful album, which Hughes gets my video constantly banned, got a new edition in 2012. I can't stand the new version, in which Liam Neeson replaces late Burton. In 1984, the tripods conquer the small screens, but more about this soon in the same special. 1988, War of the Worlds appears with 42 episodes of 45 minutes each in 2 seasons, which sees itself as a direct continuation, to be exact 35 years later, and where the aliens take possession of humans. It was already cancelled during the 2nd season, and with me at that time during the 2nd episode. I watched it now, I should really stop making drunken decisions, and I can confirm it has nothing to do with the original, and I wasted precious lifetime. Became a bitter asshole, so I'm going to waste some of yours. It's a mix of Return of the Living Dead and Body Snatchers. In season 1, the former Martians who died of bacteria in the movie
Exploration of space.
are now Mortexians? What the fuck? And stored in barrels forgotten somewhere. These get damaged, see also Return of the Living Dead, and the Mortexians regenerate unnoticed due to a nuclear accident. which kills the bacteria. A special secret squad can stop them and now tries to find the remaining barrels, but also stop the weekly alien plan to conquer the Earth, acting from a cave, slowly perishing from the radioactive radiation. In season 2, a main character was replaced with a guy from the Highlander series. Also, for whatever reason, it's set in a dystopian future where there seems to be open combat. The former Mars aliens in the series Mortex aliens are now from the planet Mothray. I have no clue why, but I also really don't care. The episodes are so dull and the plot so confusing that I hardly remember anything. 2005 started the next War of the Worlds on the big screen, when Raid took the kids for the weekend after a series of strange lightning strikes. Giant tripods emerge from the ground and begin pulverizing people with magical ray guns, keeping the clothes intact, but also destroy buildings, set fire, just what the script needs. He flees the city with his children and in the second half hides out in the basement with a lunatic stranger whom he must kill to protect himself from discovery. One of the few scenes that at least has a little something to do with the novel. The commercially successful blockbuster by Steven Spielberg, which was also praised by critics, is a prime example of a blender. You got to see just enough of the invasion to get excited, but at the latest, by the time you get to the way too long basement scene to start to root for the aliens. The unbearable running cruise show has annoying added characters, especially the kids, and numerous logic flaws like the selective EMP. In the same year, Timothy Hines' War of the Worlds is a direct-to-video production that sticks to the novel for the most part, but is rather unintentionally funny due to the poor special effects and lack of talent of those involved. From Hines also appeared in 2012 War of the Worlds: The True Story as a documentary-style drama, which fortunately, of course, unfortunately was not available. What a pity. Also in 2005 came the same named Asylum Trash. The movie is only vaguely based on the original and offers all the qualities of an asylum production, which are none. The same goes for the 2008 sequel War of the Worlds 2, The Next Wave. The plot is set 2 years after the first invasion, in which the Martians sent a second wave of attacks. The Great Martian War 1913 to 1917 is a 2013 Canadian-British science fiction film presented in the style of an episode from the History Channel. The quite entertaining TV movie is an alternate history of World War I, in which Europe and its allies, including US, fight against the Martian invaders instead of Germany. The movie contains new and digitally altered footage. In 2019, two TV series got probably H.G.Wells spinning in his grave right now. The three-part mini-series drama produced for the BBC is the first British TV adaptation of Wells' novel, but not really, since so much has been changed, inserted and left out. It's not even set in the right year, but a bit later to let the emerging World War I still resonate. The story follows journalist George and his girlfriend Amy, who works as an assistant to a local scientist. George is already married and his wife does not allow a divorce, and Amy constantly gets to feel the reservations of society. Although she is, thanks to script magic powers, much smarter than the man. She recognizes even before the scientist as the only one the danger of the invasion, also comes up as first with the alien theory, has of course more kindness as everyone else, and of course is much braver than the coward man. At the end, her man/friend whatsoever is so confused that he kills himself, and we learn through future vision sprinkled through the movie that men are also in the future shitty, and the story is a flashback told by super duper woman to her child in an end time scenario whatsoever. Sitting through this piece of shit is much worse than a real alien invasion. It's the kind of propaganda gender/woke/SJW trash disguised as an adaptation or established franchise that we're used to get from state television like the BBC, powered by stolen money. See also Dr. Woke. And I don't believe for a second that the name of the loser is by coincidence, George. HG stands for Herbert George Wells, by the way. A little bit more bearable, but still the opposite of good, so instead of plague, only cancer, is the first season of the 8-part American-French abomination. The first season is set mostly in France, and the main characters are, of course, mostly women who are given a hard time by the selfish, unreasonable asshole man. The alien attack happens off camera, and the survivors hide from goofy robot dogs look-alike. Bah, that's so lame and unbelievable. Those things look like you break them if you play too hard with them. But the main danger for each other is of course from mankind itself, because man is his biggest enemy. Who would have thought that? The makers have already announced 2 more seasons. Sounds to me like a clear threat. Understandable if something is so cheap to produce, since there are no expensive stars, no expensive sets, it's present days, laughable effects, the thing looks like a home video powered by a smartphone, and not even a new script. They just reused the Walking Dead concept and cut out the zombies and the tension. There is a lot of artificial interpersonal drama about relationships, gender, sexuality, and of course the usual male bashing. Just typical War of the Worlds, I guess.
Of space.